Vanity. So I'm going to be reviewing the Genesis Virgin Hair Peruvian Wavy for you. Now, I already installed this hair. I was a tester for the texture, and she's now selling it on the site. I've been getting a lot of inboxes asking me questions about the hair, so I just figured I might as well just go ahead and do a video on it, just in case anybody else wants to know. So when I first received the hair, I got a bundle of 24, a bundle of 22, and 2 bundles of 18. Automatically, like, I noticed that the 18 inches, the wave pattern was way more tight than the 24 and the 22. The 24 was extremely long, and because of the two 18s, it really didn't blend well, so I cut it a little shorter. I did a sew-in, and I had like a lot of spaces up here, not because, you know, it wasn't enough hair, but because I expected it to be way less hair than it actually was. Genesis actually gives the longest tracks that I've gotten from any company. The length of the tracks are about arm's length, arm to arm, well, hand to hand with your hands wide open, and then some. So those are the longest tracks I've ever received from any company, and that goes for her Brazilian as well. She always gives you way more than you think you're going to get, even for the longer lengths. My 24s and my 22 was actually longer in length, as far as the track length. It was longer than the 18, but the 18, like, you know, it was super thick. So she definitely makes sure you get, you know, a lot on your tracks. Now, at first, I wasn't like totally blown away when I first saw the hair. It looked exactly like the Brazilian hair to me, but like I said, when I installed it, it was a whole different ball game. Now, I didn't wash it prior to installing. It didn't have a smell or anything. It actually smelled like it was washed already. I immediately put it in. Now, I knew I was going to be basically, you know, wetting the hair and washing it almost every single day, so I just installed it straight onto my head, and it was absolutely beautiful. I just brushed it out, and it just had some faint waves. If she has a picture on her Facebook page if you want to see how that looked. I'm sorry, I can't edit this because it's on my cell phone. Okay, so after I washed it and I conditioned it, it was absolutely gorgeous. You can tell, like, you can ask her. I call it Peruvian Wavy Curly because it was like a wave pattern, and then it went into these beautiful coils towards the tips of the hair. And you can go to, I will post links to all the videos where I had her hair, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. I was blown away by the pattern of the hair. I've never seen that pattern on any hair. It was just absolutely gorgeous. Now, I even bleached the hair. It took bleach well, and I had like some streaks in it. It was really pretty. It took the bleach really nicely. Now, if you do not wash the bleach out correctly, it will have this disgusting feeling to the hair, and I guess that's what happened to me because I'm not used to bleaching my hair with it in my hair. I usually, you know, do it laid out while it's not in my hair. So when I bleached it, it had the most disgusting feeling the next day. I was telling my friends, I'm like, do you feel this? It feels really nasty. But I was getting compliments. Like, everybody's like, oh my gosh, your hair looks freaking gorgeous. But I just was not satisfied because of how it felt. It just felt so disgusting. So when I got home, I washed it, I conditioned it and everything, and it just came out beautifully. It was fluffy again. It was really nicely. So definitely make sure you wash the bleach out if you do decide to bleach it, okay? Or it will have a disgusting feeling. How I maintained it is every morning I wet my hair down and added some conditioner. The conditioners I used was the Dove Intensive Repair for the smell and the softness, and sometimes I use the Herbal Essences Curls and Waves. That's the Totally Twisted, okay? And that popped the waves and curls beautifully. And I left it in. I didn't rinse it out or anything. Some days I rinsed it out, some days I didn't. And it wasn't like really no difference. Yeah. So the curl pattern is going to be absolutely gorgeous. The hair does shed. It sheds like a minimal to a little bit over minimal, but it's not like ridiculous. It's nothing you can't handle. It's not like something where it's bad. And I did not seal my wefts, so definitely seal your wefts if you don't want as much shedding. Tangling, there was a little tangling in the nape area once I installed the 5th bundle. I installed the 5th bundle because, like I said, I didn't expect for the the hair to be so full. So when I installed the 5th bundle, so I had some like, bigger spaces than I liked. So I installed the 5th bundle and it was still pretty. I would definitely recommend 2 to 3 bundles. 4 bundles if you're going with the longer lengths, and I really don't suggest 5 bundles because I could definitely tell that it was weighing the hair way more down than when I had 4 bundles. So yeah, I would definitely suggest 2, 3, or 4. If you get in like a whole bunch of long lengths, like if you get in like the 26, maybe you can go for 5. But if you're going around the 24 area, I would definitely suggest up to 4. No more than 4. 5 is going to definitely weigh the hair down. It's going to be a little more maintenance than if you was to just get 4. Now, my overall experience with the hair is I loved every second of the hair. Excuse my son, he's so loud. I loved every second of the hair. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I would recommend. I'm sorry, I'm more stuttering. I would recommend when it's time for, like, if you want to flat iron the hair out, definitely use a heat protection spray. Use a comb so that it comes out straight up because the waves are so like in the hair, like the waves are ridiculous. So definitely use a comb or a brush to flat iron. And also use a heat protection spray, and afterwards it's going to look dry, but I would suggest that you use like a oil, like a, what do you call it, the oil, the Moroccan argan oil. That's what I use. I used a little bit, and it definitely made a difference. So when flat ironing, use the Moroccan argan oil, and yeah, that's about it. I did the tangling, the shedding, flat ironed, curled. It curled well. Everything was great with the hair. Comparing it to the Brazilian, this is it's more of a higher luster, but definitely blendable. With that one, it was really thick. It was really thick. So yeah, it's comparable to the Brazilian a little bit, but the curl pattern, like, it's out of this world ridiculous. Like, best curl pattern I've had yet. Like, the pattern on that hair was ridiculous. Like, I know it's wavy, but I call it wavy curly because it was like waves. It was like, and then it went into these like coils towards the tips. That hair was gorgeous. So yeah, overall my experience with the hair was excellent. I would definitely suggest it. If you have any more questions about the hair, you can definitely leave it down below in the comments, and I will get back to you as promptly as I can. Alright, bye dolls.